Danyal Khan. Danyal Khan was a resident of Pakistan. In 2019, he was quite famous on TikTok. He was a college student who used to shoot TikTok with his friends. On the 17th of September 2019, Danya was live on TikTok riding a car with his 3 friends when this happened. The surrounding people called for an ambulance, but till then, it was too late for them all. Felicia Kanonchuk, born in Chita City, Russia in 2011. Felicia used to make TikTok videos. Typically, she would post fun and child-related content to her small following. However, one day her post couldn't be any more harrowing and serious. On that day, her father left to visit the local shops, and the neighbor begins to knock the door. Felicia, being alone with her younger brother, refused to answer. However, the knock was persistent and aggressive. The only thing she thought to do was to post a TikTok to hopefully spread awareness about the situation and potentially get help if needed.
История. У нас там сосед, он пьяный, он, стучится на дверь, всю ломает нафиг. Он уже несколько минут здесь стоит, стучится, орёт, матерится. Я просто, мне страшно, блин. Он вообще, мне страшно. Я с братом младшим, старшим, там еще ремонт делают. Папа ушел в магазин. Я не знаю, что делать, Он просто нам сейчас дверь сломает. Жесть просто, капец. Мне очень страшно, у меня сердце бьется, жесть. Я боюсь, у меня просто... Теперь он сначала прям долбился, будто ногой, а теперь вот долбится. Долбится, это прям слышно. Это очень жестко слышно. Мне просто башка раскалывает.
Felicia would then go on and say that these knocks continued for over an hour. Besides this, there were maintenance men working on the home during this interaction. However, they just ignored the knock because they felt it wasn't their business. Later on, the knocks would stop, and Felicia would get a message from her friend. Relieved, she quickly said yes, and waited for her friend to arrive at her door. After 5 minutes, she heard a soft knock on the door, assuming that it must be her friend or her father, but she would answer only to be greeted in fear by the neighbor. In a swift attempt to close the door, Felicia was shot numerous times. When her father arrived, what he sees was Felicia leapt in blood with her last words, "Dad, I have been killed." The neighbor was 32-year-old Vasil Dene. According to Felicia's father, the two were typically in good standings. However, recent arguments regarding noise complaints left their relationship tense. This shooting occurred only 15 minutes after she posted her last TikTok.
Жесть, история. У нас там сосед, он пьяный, он, стучится на дверь, всю ломает нафиг. Он уже несколько минут здесь стоит, стучится, орёт, матерится. Я просто, мне страшно.
22-year-old Gan Shugan lived a life that many aspire to be social media influencer. He had TikTok account called Chubi Goes to Africa, where him and her girlfriend would travel across Africa to try different foods and talk with locals in the area. He had a social media team and enjoyed the lifestyle of traveling across Africa to an audience of about 5 million people. 32-year-old Fang Zhegang was a member of this content group. He was friend with everybody, however his personality didn't quite match with the others. Gan was typically known to be a very charismatic, comfortable person. However, Fang was quite the opposite. People have been found nothing that interacting with Fang was often awkward, making that uncomfortable when creating content for TikTok. However, though Gan still encouraged Fang to continue. However, as tensions between the group rose, Fang was unfortunately let go. Fang departed from the group and continued to make content on his own, showing moderate success and traveling across the world in similar fashion as Gan. After time passed, and during Gan's trip to Nepal on December 4th, 2022, Gan go live one last time. This is what was caught.
这不是什么博莱雅吗？欧莱雅吧？
欧莱雅的欧不是在前面，不然它的莱在前面。
小胖，你跟西西结婚吧？哦，小胖，你跟那个马哥结婚吧？行啊。结婚你
我请要发个请网红酸奶吗？
哪里有网红酸奶？
这个好，
好喝吗？
我也不知道怎么。
Merely a second after, this movement screams can be heard. Fang would sneak up behind Gan and stab him many times in the back and stomach in the middle of Nepal. Fang wouldn't flee the scene, but would instead stay by Gan's dying body and scold him. He wanted to ensure that in Gan's final movements, he would know who had won. This is Suraj Kumar, resident of Nepal. In 2021, he was with his friends attending the first flight of his life. So he decides to go live on Facebook to share it with other people. But what he catches was really horrifying.
वाह बेटा वाह मौज कर दी सूरज मरा 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 मरा